Hi, I'm Peyton and today I'll be showing you how to make an epoxy deer antler bottle opener. To start this project we will need deer antler, a bottle opener with a long stem, UMU 30 silicone mold, amazing clear epoxy, mold release, dollar store foam board, a hot glue gun, a razor knife, a mixing container, and some mixing sticks. Let's get started. To start, we need to make the mold box. Measure out your foam board to make a box slightly larger than the antler. Now hot glue the sides together and cut your base piece using the box you made as a template. You need to now secure the antler to the base piece. To get my antler to stand up, I made a flat base using a solo shot glass and lots of hot glue. Now you need to fix the antler to the base using hot glue. To limit wasted space, I'm putting in a divider so that I will have enough silicone to fill the mold. Next, you want to mix your silicone mold. The UMU 30 is very easy to work with, and you just need to add equal parts of A and B and mix until it's a uniform color. Now we just pour our mix in and let it sit for 4 to 6 hours. If you come up a bit short, you can try placing random objects from your workbench into the mold to raise the level, like I did, but it ended up causing lots of complications later down the road. The next step is to remove the antler from the mold. I cut using a serpentine pattern so that I knew how to line up the mold again. It is very helpful to have a second set of hands at this point. One person to separate the mold and one person to cut. Now that the antler is out, it is time to put the mold back together and pour in your epoxy. Like I said earlier, I had to put a bunch of random items into my mold to raise the silicone level, so I ended up having some holes in my mold. To combat this, I wrapped the mold in Saran wrap to prevent it from leaking. Before mixing your epoxy, hang your bottle opener at the proper height so you won't have to move it when your epoxy is setting. Once again, mix 1:1 for the epoxy ratio and pour it in. Now let it sit for 24 to 48 hours. Now that the epoxy has set, we are ready to remove it. I had to trim away pieces of excess epoxy from where the extra crevices were in my mold, but it ended up looking pretty good. And works well too. Enjoy!